All right, Steve here. Good to be with you. It's March 8th, 2026. And today we're going to get into something really crucial. We're going to talk about turning that trading account of yours from just a holding tank into an actual active source of income. Yeah, that's right. We're talking about how to generate a real paycheck from your portfolio.
This really says it all. If you're just sitting on your stocks, just kind of hoping they inch up, listen to me. You are absolutely leaving money on the table. It's as simple as that. And today we're going to fix that. Okay, let's get right into it. The goal here? It's really simple when you boil it down. We want to generate a consistent paycheck from your portfolio. I'm going to show you exactly how you can start actively writing your own checks using the stocks you already have sitting in your account. First up, we're going to start with an absolute classic, a real cornerstone income strategy, the covered call. And pay attention here. If you're on the Schwab platform, you're going to look for the term buy/write. This strategy, well, it's pretty much the foundation of income trading, and for a darn good reason. So, what exactly is a covered call? Let's break it down. It's a strategy where you own, or you buy, at least 100 shares of a stock, and then you turn around and sell a call option against those very same shares. Now, the most important word in that whole phrase is covered. Why? Because it means if the person who bought your option decides to exercise it, you're not in some kind of bind. You're covered. You already own the shares you need to hand over. There's no panic, no scrambling to buy them at a higher price. It's all taken care of. And look, the process itself, it's incredibly straightforward. It's really just 3 simple steps. Step 1, you own 100 shares of a stock. Step 2, you sell just one, call option contract against those shares. And step 3, the best part, you collect instant cash. We call that the premium. And when I say instant, I mean it. That money hits your account right away. No waiting.
Now, I want this next idea to really sink in because it's the best way to think about this. You are, for all intents and purposes, getting paid rent on your stocks. Think about it. A landlord owns a property, right? And they collect rent on it. You own these shares, and by selling a call, you're collecting a premium. It's the same concept. It is such a powerful way to look at generating consistent income from the assets you already have. Okay, so let's be real. Every single strategy out there has a trade-off. There's no free lunch. With a covered call, the benefit is obvious. You get that immediate income, and it actually lowers your cost basis on the stock. So what's the catch? Well, your upside profit on the stock itself is capped. It's capped right at the strike price of the call you sold. So if the stock just skyrockets past that price, you do have to sell your shares. But honestly, I call that a high-class problem. You still made a nice, planned profit on the stock, plus you get to keep every penny of the premium you collected. Not a bad deal at all.
All right, now let's flip this whole thing on its head. What if you're bearish on a stock? There's a strategy for that too. Let's look at the covered put. And again, on your Schwab platform, the term you're looking for is sell/write. This strategy is pretty much the exact mirror image of the covered call, but for the bears. So instead of owning shares, you're short 100 shares of a stock. And remember, being short means you've borrowed shares and sold them because you're betting the price is going to go down. Then you sell a put option against that short position. And just like with the covered call, this lets you collect a premium. But this time, you're getting paid while you wait for the stock to fall.
So why would you do this? What's the goal? Well, the goals are pretty clear-cut. First, you're generating income on a position that's normally just a waiting game. Second, like I said, you get paid while you're waiting for that stock to drop. And third, and this is key, if the stock does fall below your strike price, you might be able to cover your short position, buying back the shares at that exact price. It's just a much more professional way to handle a bearish position.
All right, let's shift gears now. We're going to move into something a little more advanced. This is for those times when you feel it in your gut. You know a big move is coming in a stock, but you're just not sure which way it's going to break. Let's talk about combinations. I call this the volatility play.
So what is a combination? It's simply a trade where you buy or sell both a call and a put option on the same stock at the same time. This is the big umbrella category for strategies you've probably heard of, like straddles and strangles. And the reason you use them is simple. You're betting on a major price swing, one way or the other.
Yeah, I love this analogy. A combination is like the multi-tool of the options world. Like a Swiss Army knife. Think about it. There's a big earnings report coming up, or some other major news event. You don't have to sit there and guess which way the stock is going to go. A combination strategy lets you get in on the action and potentially profit from a big move, up or down. It covers your bases.
And hey, here's a really practical tip for those of you using a platform like Schwab.
When you go to set up one of these combination trades, the order ticket does all the heavy lifting for you. It automatically calculates the net credit or the debit, so you know right up front what your entrance fee is to play this volatility. It takes the complicated math out of it and really simplifies the whole thing.
Okay, so let's tie all this together. Why have we gone through all this? Why is it so critical to get these strategies down? Because, my friends, they give you what I call the professional's edge.
Let me be perfectly clear about this. It doesn't matter if you're writing options for income or using combinations to play volatility. Learning to use these tools is what separates the hobbyists from the pros. It's that simple. This is how you stop being a passive investor and start becoming an active, professional-minded trader.
So if you take one thing away from our time together today, let it be this. Master these covered positions. Do that, and you will always have a way to make the market pay you. You'll finally stop just sitting there, hoping for prices to go up, and you'll start actively, methodically, generating your own returns.
This is Steve. It's time to go out there and start collecting your rent. So the only question I have for you is, which stock will it be? I'll see you at the bell.